welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome, but where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, Tim and I make a sweet holiday treat, and we have homemade chicken and pastry for dinner. So if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're all having a happy holiday season so far. I love this time of year, and I'm hoping for a winter white Christmas while we're staying here in the trailer. I can only imagine how beautiful the view from the front porch will be when the mountains are all covered in snow. So far, no snow yet, just tons of rain. So since it's another rainy day here in the mountains, I thought I'd make another winter spice pot with the leftover cranberries and oranges that I used in my last one. I'm going to be using cranberries, oranges, apples, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, allspice, nutmeg, ginger, and vanilla to create a warm and cozy aroma to fill the air while we're working in the kitchen today. Today we're making Rolo stuffed Ritz crackers dipped in melted chocolate. I've never made these before, but they're super simple to make. All you need is Ritz crackers, a bag of Rolo chocolate caramel candies, and some melting chocolate to dip them in. Oh, and some sprinkles to make them super festive. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by unwrapping all the Rolo candies. Well, actually, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is clean up this broken bowl. I am so clumsy, y'all. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and unwrap the Rolo candies. And then I'm going to fill up a cookie sheet with Ritz crackers with the face side down. Next, I'll place one Rolo candy on top of each cracker. The next step is to place them in the oven heated to 200 degrees for just 2 to 3 minutes. The Rolo will keep its shape, but the chocolate will be shiny. As soon as they come out of the oven, I'll place another Ritz cracker on top of the Rolo and gently press to spread out the Rolo candy and create a cracker sandwich. It will then need to chill in the fridge so that the chocolate and caramel can harden. Time really got away from me, y'all. I'll have to finish the Christmas crackers later tonight. I need to get dinner started early because my son has a winter band concert tonight. And for whatever reason, I thought today would be a great day to make chicken and pastry from scratch for the first time ever. I usually use Ann's frozen pastry, but I haven't been able to find any. And we were all in the mood for some good old-fashioned southern chicken and pastry. I have just enough time to cook the chicken and prepare the pastry. We'll finish cooking the pastry when we get back from the concert. I'll link the recipe that I'm using down below in the description box. I'm going to be using chicken breasts today. I'm going to trim off the fat and gristle and then simmer the chicken in chicken broth with an onion, a handful of baby carrots, salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, and 1 bay leaf. And then I'll allow it to simmer until the chicken is cooked through. I sent Tim to the store with a short list of items that I needed to finish the supper. And of course he came back with treats for the dogs. Those spoiled pups. Time to cook some chicken and make some pastry. But first, a little grocery haul from Tim. He bought marshmallow fluff. I think he said he wants to make some fudge, so be on the lookout for that video. Him to pick up some shortening and I thought he'd bring home some Crisco. But no, he had to get the biggest bucket of lard that I've ever seen. What in the world am I going to do with all that lard? Good grief. My mom always made her pastry from scratch when I was a kid, and I loved watching her mix the dough and rolling it out on our kitchen table. She made the best chicken and pastry. I just hope mine turns out half as good as hers. Like I said, I've never made pastry from scratch before, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out. Doubled the pastry recipe, but we like leftovers, and I don't think this is going to be enough. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly make one more batch of pastry. And then I need to get the kitchen cleaned up before we head off to the concert. The chicken finished cooking just in time for us to head off to the winter concert. They did really good, y'all. My youngest son has been practicing for days, and you could tell he was really excited for the concert. But now we're back home, and he's even more excited for chicken and pastry. It's his favorite. So now I'm going to go ahead and shred up the chicken while I wait for the chicken broth to come to a boil. Once the broth is ready, I'll start adding the pastry in one at a time until it's all in the pot. Then I'll add the shredded chicken. And while I'm doing that, Tim is going to be making hush puppies. He's using the House Austria hush puppy mix with onions. Y'all, here we go. I'm going to slowly add the pastry one at a time so that they don't all clump up and stick together. We have a debate in our house. I call it chicken and pastry. Tim calls it chicken and dumplings. Now, I know some people can say you can use both terms, but when I think of dumplings, I think of fluffy balls of dough, and pastry is flat dough. What do you all call it? Chicken and pastry or chicken and dumplings? Dinner is finally starting to come together, y'all. I was able to fit all the pastry in the pot as well as the chicken. I added pepper and parsley, and I also added a stick of butter, but I forgot to show that. Alright, well, the chicken and pastry will cook for about another 30 minutes until the pastry is done, and Tim will keep on frying up the hush puppies. And just like that, dinner is over. Y'all, it was so delicious, but it was a lot of work to make pastry from scratch. If you want chicken and pastry without the hassle of making your own from scratch, then I recommend Ann's Flat Dumplings. You can find it in the freezer section at the grocery store. They are really delicious and taste as good as homemade. Alright, well now I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up so Tim and I can finish making the Rolo-Ritz Christmas crackers. It's getting late, y'all, but I really want to finish our Christmas crackers. I need to melt some chocolate to dip the Rolo cracker sandwiches in. This chocolate can be melted in the microwave, but I prefer to melt it in a double boiler. I don't have one at the moment, so I just use a small pot inside of a larger pot filled with boiling water. That way the chocolate won't burn. Once the chocolate is melted, we will dip the crackers in the chocolate and then cover with sprinkles.
Does it got alcohol in it?
Rolo-Ritz Christmas crackers. Very yummy. They are crunchy, salty, sweet, chocolatey with a caramel center. All my favorites in one Christmas cracker. They really were good, y'all, and I had a lot of fun making them. Well, that about wraps it up for another video. Thanks so much for being here and spending time with me, and I hope to see you in my next one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Who gave you that idea?
I found it on the internet.
It's good, babe.